So we're good? Rolling? All right, Alex, well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Happy to have you for this third installment today.
Thank you.
So we talked about discussing your hobbies, and I know you have quite a few of them. So maybe just go over with me. Give me the big rundown, and let's see what we want to talk about from there.
I happen to bring a list.
Okay.
And originally my list was 30 topics, but over time I've changed them and reduced them now to 15.
Okay.
And the reason for that is it's just a question of time. Even the 15 that I've chosen would require perhaps 10 men, a lifetime of 50 years each, to be able to get through. So that
sounds like a small task for you, though.
Yeah, that's true. So I'll just run through them real quick. I'm an artist.
Right.
I'm a book collector. I enjoy cage fighting.
Cage fighting?
Cage fighting.
How did I miss that one?
Watching it or getting into cages yourself?
Well, watching it now.
Okay.
But years ago I might have. But now I enjoy watching it. But unfortunately, my channel, that channel is gone.
Okay.
It's a premium channel, and it's not part of our package, so I miss out.
You're talking about UFC? Is that
yes,
the cage
UFC,
fighting?
yes,
Okay.
right. You're thrown in. You're not to leave the cage until one of you is submitted to the other.
Good grief.
And there's a lot of blood and guts involved,
Oh my.
which makes it intriguing.
That's an interesting word to use. Intriguing.
Well, it shows that people must be ready at a moment's notice to defend their life, not just keep on, but because you could get hurt seriously enough to die.
Yeah. I've
So
seen some of these compilations of the worst case outcomes for these fights, and
Right.
I wonder how anyone gets into them, gets into the cage in their right mind. I mean, I guess people assess risk, but to me, it's one thing to go off to Afghanistan to fight people who are legitimately trying to do damage, but then to voluntarily just do this for fun, I think, is something. It takes a different breed, maybe.
It does, and it has to do with machismo and knowing that you're the baddest cat in the park. And so once you get the taste of that, you want to continue. It's like an animal that tastes human blood. They want to transfer from killing chickens to children. We may want to take that comment out.
Definitely not. This is the stuff that engagement is made of.
Okay.
Question: when did you actually? I'll ask some questions. I'll ask all the questions later.
Okay.
But let's for the time being, I'd love to just go through the list.
Sure, go through the list. Okay, sea cruises. My wife and I have been on 14 major cruises around the world, and we really, really enjoy it. It's fascinating and exciting. At that time, I can become anything that I want to be. So I can be a neurosurgeon, I can be a physicist, I can be a bartender, a gardener, whatever comes to mind. And,
What's the most outrageous thing that you've volunteered, given the possibility of being anyone?
Yes, I think so.
What's the most outrageous thing that you?
Let's see. Probably pretending that I was a lobster fisherman and went to Alaska every year for a grueling 6-month session of fishing in the Alaskan waters and life or death situations, and coming back with 30,000 in my pocket and many, many lobsters. So there are all kinds of things you can do. Moving right along, I used to be very interested in coffee beans because my childhood friend owns a coffee shop. And so he got me excited about the European roast, the Italian roast, the French, the Arabic coffees. So that was something for a while, but I moved on because I sort of know that world. So
is that in San
satisfied.
Francisco? The coffee shop? Is it in San Francisco?
Yeah, it's the Guafeo on Columbus. Yeah, where they have the huge Italian machines.
In the window.
Yeah. And a huge cup and a huge saucer.
Yeah.
I like chocolate very much, dark chocolate, although I did start out with milk chocolate, but now we transferred for greater health benefits.
I see.
But again, that's sort of known, and I can move on.
I see.
True crime, very interesting true crime. What motivates a person to be a serial killer?
Yeah.
Is it a matter of having been beaten as a child, or perhaps being a child pyromaniac, or maybe a child who kills cats? One of my uncles used to put kittens in a drawer full of water, and that was something that he did. He would have been an excellent serial killer, but he was too cowardly. but he had the potential. Yeah.
Sometimes unrealized potential can be a good thing.
Yeah. In this
So,
case,
yeah,
in this case,
yeah.
yes. I collect boxes of all kinds, containers, boxes, bags, anything to put treasures in. So I still do that, but it's not. I have enough for several lifetimes. Fishing, ocean fishing over pure water trout fishing. I just think the ocean has more to offer. It's more exciting. You never know what you're going to catch. One time I caught an old Mamiya Secor camera, and it didn't taste very good, but it came up rather easily. Gardening, again, I was telling Liz that I grew up with a grandfather who was a major gardener from the old country, so I tagged along with him and learned at an early age how to deal with the string beans and the potatoes and tomatoes, and I still use that knowledge, and it works. The old school knowledge of planting really is effective. Let's see, Italian cookbooks. My uncle wrote a cookbook that's very, very good, and I thought I would do that, so I'm thinking about it, and I'm using Leslie's recipes, my wife's recipes, because she's a very good cook. So if I could single out maybe 20 famous, favorite recipes, then